about 3 years ago, I told every one of you guys on this channel, you need to buy a Fox Body Mustang GT like right now. And the reasons for that, I knew how the Fox Body market was going. I've been watching the Fox Bodies for years. Literally before I even got my driver's license, I wanted a Fox Body. And I was like, you know what? I was watching the prices slowly climb over the years. Reasons why. One, they were getting very hard to find. Two, they were even getting hard to find that were clean or weren't rusted out. And three, pretty much all of them have been modded. All of them have been touched or cut up by some shop. And yeah, it was getting very hard to find a good Fox Body. So we all know the car market is in a absolute shambles right now. This car right now, my Dark Horse, 2024 Dark Horse, it's stickered at $69,000. With 11,000 miles on it, the dealers were offering me around $53,000 on trade, which is horrible. And wholesale, you might be able to get like high 50s to low 60s. And there's a reason why. Another reason why is because the economy is in a absolute dump right now. People are scared to spend money because one, interest rates are high. Houses are getting like really hard to buy a good house or even somewhat affordable. I know myself, I can't afford a house by myself. I'd be spending for a middle class family home, minimum mortgage, utilities, I did the math. It's roughly about $4,000. I mean, technically, I really could afford a house, but is it worth it? It's like I'll be house poor just to go home and sleep without any of my cars. I would literally have to sell all these cars, and one, I wouldn't be able to make content. Two, like I said, I'd be house poor. I'd be paying a mortgage for 30 years and just be in a cycle of revolving debt. And that is how the United States economy pretty much operates. And the reason I make that point about the house, because for the average middle class, just like myself and you guys watching, if you're rich, poor, middle class, whatever, you can pay attention and watch this video, because you could buy a car like this and you can make some money or be positive equity in a few months. And the reason I say that is I was looking at Street Car Marketplace and I used to see these GT500s, full bolt-ons, everything like mine, similar models. They were going from anywhere from 100,000+. The most one I've seen sold for in pretty much this spec, all the full bolt-ons with about 2,000 miles less. I think it had like 13,000 or 14,000 miles. It sold for $110,000. The only difference was it was orange. And the point I'm making this is because you can buy a GT500 right now with like 20-some thousand miles for like mid-70s, low 70s. I've seen one even that was like high 60-some thousand, which is crazy because that's when you guys know the car market is failing. But if the economy takes a turn in a few years and people like me, myself, the middle class, the lower class, or even the rich want to start buying cars again, and the economy gets better, they got a little more money back in that pocket, and guess what? Those cars are not being made anymore. So do a little of a supply demand. If you could find a GT500 right now that is low mileage, that is clean, in a very affordable price, that is a lot lower than sticker, boys, I'm telling you, if you buy a car right now, GT500, and you sit on it, you are going to make a bag eventually. I promise you will not. And you have to think, hear me out. The 2013 to 2014 Shelby GT500, those things went up like crazy during COVID. COVID spiked all the prices. One, because people were getting money, PPP loans. People weren't doing shit. They were just making money sitting at home, aka from the government. So the prices went up. People were price gouging. Now that the market's down, people don't have money and the market's in a shit, and people scared that the election's right around the corner. They don't know what's going to happen. So people are selling stuff dumb low. Granted, I know this could be a gamble for most of you, but I really don't think it is, because over the years, the best cars to buy, like Ford-wise, I'm just going to say Ford-wise, Shelby's. All Shelby's have hold their value very strong. This market, we've never seen really a market like this since like somewhat 2008. The housing market tanked, but I don't think it was this bad. I think it's pretty bad now with inflation and everything, because I know we have restaurants, and like what you see on the news is a complete biggest horseshit of a lie. When they say, oh, like inflation's only up like 8%. I can literally go spreadsheet for spreadsheet and show you how much our cheese went up, sauce went up, like all of our items across the board. There isn't one item that hasn't went up. And yeah, for instance, like pre-COVID and Donald Trump era, to give you guys a perfect example, our case of cheese used to be like, and this is fresh mozzarella shredded, like this is literally premium shit we buy. Yeah, we were paying like average 38 to 40 bucks for a case of cheese. Now, with inflation, they are around $100 to $120. Honestly, all depends on the week. It is the biggest and dumbest snowball effect I've ever seen. It's like, okay, you raise the minimum wage. Boom. It's like, okay, then I have to raise my price on the food. Then boom, people, the consumer, are going to want more money because obviously the food went up. Boom. There it goes. And Yeah, it is the biggest spiral snowball effect I've ever seen, and is honestly the dumbest thing because I have an idea on how to fix that. But I'm not a politician. I am just a 20-some-year-old with a lot of cars, and yeah, I love my hobbies, and yeah. Boys, what do I know? I really believe I could fix the market. I think I could do a phenomenal job because the number one thing that controls this market is energy nowadays. Energy, and I'm giving you guys this facts because you guys need to know this, and it kind of all revolves around the vehicles also, and it all ties in. It's a big major snowball effect. So gas, aka energy, fuel, things that heat, light, anything, it needs energy. There's way we burn stuff to create power, we burn stuff to create electricity, we burn stuff to create energy. Obviously, cars, combustion, horsepower, you put something in, something comes out the tailpipe, you put electricity in that bulb, it lights up, and yeah, energy, energy, energy. Energy controls about roughly 20 to 25%, last time I checked, I think, of the United States market. So let me tell you all this. If you cut off a pipeline, aka Keystone Pipeline, guess what? You are now hurting one of the biggest factors in the United States market, is energy. So with energy prices going through the roof, that creates massive inflation because, you know, all the shipping companies, the port companies, the tractor trailer companies, and that will all spiral down to literally everything. The box of snacks, anything for cars, car parts, accessories, no matter where it's coming from. I'll give you guys an even better example. Car related. See these tires right here? I bought a similar set. They were an ET Street R. Before COVID, I paid $500 for them because I found them on Facebook Marketplace, which was free, $250 a tire. I sat on them because the market went absolutely blank. They weren't making the tires anymore. And I was like, if I need another set, I'm going to buy them now, put them in the shed. I obviously eventually did not need them. I didn't go through the tires that fast. And I sold those tires for $400 more than I paid. So, yeah, that was actually pretty wild. And that kind of gives the example of supply and demand. But energy is the biggest factor in today's market for vehicles, housing, literally everything. Energy is the number one cause of everything in this country, the cause and effect, and that is the biggest spiral. So if you could pretty much get the cost of energy free in this country, therefore, that should fix all of our problems. Hypothetically. But I'm not going to tell you all my ideas and all the stuff that I think I would do to fix our scramble of an economy. But I'm trying to help you guys out because I really do think you guys can make a little money right now, and I think this is going to benefit you. I can pop up pictures of cars on the screen right now of a Shelby GT500, Hellcats, Dark Horses, ZL11LE, C7 ZR1s. There are cars plummeting in prices right now. Not so much the C7 ZR1, they're holding their value somewhat better, but they did drop. Everything did drop, and you guys are seeing everything drop. Everything dropped across the board. There's some stuff like the Ford stuff that holds its value a little better, the Raptors, the 450s, trucks that are in demand, stuff that people actually use, but this is where you can make the money on the sports cars. So let's just say you pick up a GT500 for about 70 some thousand, because you guys know when I was trying to sell this car, I was having the hardest possible time trying to sell it. No bites, literally posted Streetcar Marketplace, Facebook. This car has gotten over 200,000 clicks on all platforms. Not one message, not one buyer, which is tragic. And that just says it all right there. There's a few dealers with GT500s that are in the low 70 some thousand range. You cannot go wrong with this car, first off. Plus, if it's modded, that is even a bonus for you. Plus, if you buy a modded one like this, you could literally put it all back to stock, sell all the aftermarket parts, bank on that money even more, clean it up stock-wise, make it super clean, put a car cover on it, let it sit in your garage till after the election. The economy hopefully will get better. Fingers crossed. Y'all know, if y'all know, aka America gang, baby. But if the market gets better and people get a little more money back in their pocket, what do you think is going to happen with the car prices? They are going to go right back up to maybe somewhat they were before. I don't know. But if Big Donnie opens back up the pipeline, that is going to drive energy cost way down, which obviously that is a spiral effect because the cost of energy will be a lot cheaper for everyone. Like, I know how much money I spend a month on gas and how much it used to be. My truck before used to be like 65 bucks to fill up. Now, since it's doubled, it went from $1.90 it was at Costco for me. Now it's like $4 something. Y'all could do the math. My gas for the past 4 years, 3.5 years, has doubled. And it's actually dramatic because between all the businesses, and I could see how much more gas we're spending and how much more energy we're using. It's, yeah, that is like one of the biggest factors of everything. With that being said, boys, let's fire up Zeus and hear this beautiful, beautiful American V8 fire up, and you should go buy one. Just hit 18,000 miles, by the way. Oh my Lord, she hits. Oh baby. Boys, honestly, I truly try to help you guys out. I hope every single piece of advice I gave you works. I hope, honestly, it does happen, because I was 1,000% right about the Fox bodies, and I sold my Fox Body GT for $36,500. And yeah, like I said, now is the time to buy a GT500. Pick one up for $70,000, $75,000, and it's a clean, low mileage one. Wait till after the election and people start getting money back in their pockets. You're going to watch the prices go back up. Y'all can clip this. Y'all can do whatever you want with it. Tag me in it, because mark my words, I promise you it is going to happen if Big Donnie comes back in office. And I know it for a fact. I literally know it for a fact. I would bet so much money. I would literally bet everything. I could literally bet everything, because I know for a fact that is going to happen. Once people get money back in their pockets, they got to spend it. And yeah, you guys know people are going to buy cars, trucks, boats. All that stuff is going to go back in demand, which is going to drive the value back up. Therefore, if you buy one now, you can make a little extra coin. Godspeed, boys. I love you all. Road to 100K. And hopefully this video can help you out, because, I don't know, for some reason, hopefully it would. But before I wrap up today's video, little update on the Dark Horse. It's not running the best as of right now. We need an O2, but we do have the drift wheels back on the back. And just a little secret, I have been looking at angle kits. Someone talked me out of it, but I really want to do it. We do have another cool drifting video coming up with the Dark Horse. And if that video doesn't go as planned, I'm probably 100% chance going to get the angle kit, just do it, and I'll leave all the stock parts here. And if we want to swap it back, we can swap it back. And obviously, we're still waiting on the fuel system. Apollo is chilling, collecting dust up on the lift. But that is a wrap for today's video, boys. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Am I right? And yeah, what is going to happen with everything going on in our today's society and world? Fingers crossed, boys. Much love. Godspeed. I wish you guys the best. Road to 100K, and I will catch you in the next one. Deuces.